What's up? It's your boy Heaven Hollywood from the IE Network, and this is the Heaven Hollywood Report, and let's get to it. Something that I saw that I could not believe my ears. So I was just surfing the web and I came across this on Spill the Sugar Instagram. So tonight was the verses between Ja Rule and Fat Joe. At some point early in the verses, Fat Joe brought out Remy Ma. As we all know, Remy Ma was in his crew Terror Squad. But we all know that Ja Rule has classic collaborations with females. So Ja Rule came and made a comment, joking, saying, oh, you had to bring, you know how they trash talk during verses. Now, especially since the Locks and Dipset, everyone saw how they carried on. Not everybody's going to follow in that mode. So Ja said, you had to bring Remy out here to save you. That's pathetic. And then Fat Joe said, what are you talking about? All them chicks that you have with you, every collaboration, you got a chick. And then Ja Rule said, have you seen me bring anybody out here? He said, you got them dusty bitches in the back. He was referring to Little Mo and Vita, because he also had Ashanti back then. He definitely wasn't calling Ashanti a dusty bitch, because he brought Ashanti out later for a record that he did with her. But he called Lil Mo and Vita dusty bitches, and then said, you have to go to the crack house to find them bitches. He said this live on stage in front of millions of people. And I'm sorry, I have to come down on Ja Rule too, because Ja Rule did not check him. How are you going to let this dude say that about Lil Mo and Vita, two black queens who have timeless hits, at one point was a staple in our culture? And they have timeless hits under their belt. Lil Mo even more so than Vita, but Where Will I Be Without You? That's a hit. That's a classic. No Apology. Now we all know later on he tried to backtrack and say Mo's a legend, but nah. These two black women need a public apology. I don't care if it was white women. They would need an apology, but more so because of the culture. These two beautiful black queens, this man sat up there in front of everyone and called them dusty crackhead bitches, and no one checked them. Ja Rule, you should have demanded an apology right then and there from Fat Joe. You should have said, this versus is going to stop right now if you don't apologize to those two queens. Sloppy Joe. The nerve. This is what I said, man. He got himself a second chance in the industry, reinvented himself. He's getting a second bag now in the media world or whatever else he's doing. And now he just went and had that surgery, got all that fat sucked out his ass. So now he think he a don. Fat Joe, we all know about Ja Rule. What is Fat Joe? And I'm not taking anything away from Fat Joe, but Fat Joe talks like, he's one of the GOATs. Fat Joe is not one of the GOATs. He's got a bunch of collaborations and lean back. That's what Fat Joe has contributed to hip hop. A bunch of collaborations and lean back. I mean, come on, man. Dusty crackhead bitches. I don't care what type of competition there is, right? And I know there's trash talk and but You're gonna call these. You should be trash talking Ja Rule. You talk about his shoes. Okay, I don't mind that. But you're gonna say you got them dusty bitches in the back? Why? Because they don't have hits out now? Because they don't have a record deal? Because they're not hosting a podcast? That's terrible. He should apologize to those black women, and not in private either. On the same public platform that you embarrassed those queens on. I told y'all about Sloppy Joe. It's your boy Heaven Hollywood for the IE Network. Man, I'm pissed off.